I'll tell you something, because you had contacted me, and this happened in between. I just got off a ship about I don't know, 36 hours ago, about 48 hours ago. I flew home. I was on the ship for a very short time. The last ship I was on, I did a show. The shows went very, very well. I was really happy with them. It was about midnight. I went up to the little snack. They'll give you pizza on this. This was the Royal Caribbean Vision. I went up to have a snack. Three teenagers. There wasn't many kids on the ship. Three teenagers. Hey, there's the magician. And magician is the word you can hear if there's a bunch of people talking. Shh, that magician. You can just hear when you're talking about. And hey, there's the magician. And these three kids, I go, hey, I'll sit down with you. And a 16-year-old, 16-year-old, 14-year-old. Wasn't many kids on the ship. They were bored because there was nothing to do. They talked about my show for 45 minutes. These three kids remembered every single bit that I did. Hey, that was really funny when this and that. And then the other guy would say the next gag that I did. And I thought to myself, and this was fresh from having you put the thought into my head, that, a lot of what we do matters, and it matters to a good deal of the audience. It's not anything earth-shaking. But here's these three kids that I sat down with by chance. I happened to run in them. There's no one else around. I sat down with them, and for 45 minutes, they went over every little bit from my show. Oh, I touched my mouth. They went over every little bit of my show and showed appreciation amongst themselves. Oh, and then you did this. And it seems like they named almost every bit that I did. And just aside from being, oh, that's cool, and flattering, what we do matters. And that kind of reinforced. Every once in a while you get a little reminder, hey, what we do matters. That meant something to these three, and they were hanging on every word. And of course, I felt the audience was. We'd all like to feel that. But, here it meant something to these guys, and I got to see it. You usually don't get to see, people. Sometimes the front desk or the casino people said, oh, yeah, last night after your show, that's all people talked about, in the casino. And so anyway, that's a little chicken soup for the soul.
That was great. And sitting down with those boys,
Yep.
know darn well they're going to remember that. And this guy actually came over and sat down with us, and we talked for 45 minutes.
That might be true. That might be true. I try not to. Yes, that might be true. I try not to ever let myself see that, because I want to be more interested. You know what I mean? You get in trouble when you start thinking,
No, but,
oh, look what I did. But
no,
yes,
no,
you're
I don't
you're
look at that as an ego thing. I look at that as though it's a memory that these boys are going to carry with them forever. So it's not. It has nothing to do with ego. If they remembered your
Right.
show that well, that they valued the opportunity to sit down with you.
That's
And-
I would have to admit that's yeah. It's nice to think that. Yes.
Well, let's just think that. Okay.